Questions and answers. Pictures in my mind that I will not show. There are more questions than answers, and the more I find out, the less I know. I have asked the question time and time again. Why is there so little love among men? But what is life? How do we live? What should we take? And how much should we give? That is the $1,000,000 question. How much should we take and how much should we give? This, in 1972, Johnny Nash song, I thought it was fitting to play this song today in delivering a message for we so-called Independence Day. There are more questions than answers. More. And until we for say pictures in my mind that I will not show. What is there for us to show? What have we achieved? Have we climbed any mountain? Have we harvested anything that we planted? What have we done for ourselves? What? People when they jump all over the place, they then get pepper in their body or in jalodin and then clothes. Or then put away on them. Independence dance, independence this. It's like say we're not damn merry nation. We're not able to sit down and reflect and see how bad things have been for us. You get people that when they use the word legacy, they don't know what it mean. I go cancel that. But for now, are we really independent? If we are, what do we have to show for it? After 150 years of colonization, we decided that we were mature enough to take governance and make life better. But have we done that? Was that the right thing for us to do? What we did in 1961, was it done at the right time? Was it done by the right people? Were their intention right? These are all questions we should ask ourselves. Sierra Leoneans all over the world and busy. They jump like them pull fish in the water. If an opportunity come for let them bring steamer na Sierra Leone for make anybody want for left, Salon go empty because everybody will go. Because one thing with very important na any society, that's something called hope. 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 Are people hopeful? Every day I get calls from people back home. They're in doubt. They're asking themselves, what's happening? Where are we going? Who is steering the ship? These are questions people are asking. And then we get people them every day. Then they go to Sierra Leone for go match pass for school. Then they make dance all over the world for independence. Who told you we are independent? We are in bondage. We are a lost nation. We are a nation full of poverty, and poverty is a trauma. It's a mental injury. We left indelible scars by people. And these are the reality. Ya bondesia a one eye. Famami no second no. ikurino tone. Ni fumble them in a cabo plenty kushetona. This night Imran T. They talk to her today about the failures them. The missed opportunities them. The mistakes them. The lies that people have been told in this space. Now the world where we call Sierra Leone. There are more questions than answers. But these questions we must ask. Let not deal with self. And the mere lifestyle that we don't develop for ourselves. We know about everything else around the world, but nothing about our country. We are not oriented in who we are, what we are, who we should be. These are all the reasons why we have not stood upright. These are all the reasons we're not able to box we weight. We don't end up for beat cocky with one jump, but get short hand. Now we get so-called person when a president. We now in the make fura for all them bury them. Any side we person dying at the wall. Now in the go make the fura for sheep, give everybody we go the burying. Because I already say it don't go make fura for the Pope. From the Pope now, he go travel back for go by Rihanna Ipulnado because Rihanna don't born. Because that's what he does. It is up and down. Like yo-yo. It is up and down like Chris Dog. These are all the questions we have to ask. Now this we merit. If not to this we merit, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to go on making the same stupid decisions? But we just end up forget the same outcomes. Why should we not try for recalibrate? Why we not go try for redesign, restructure? We country for the good of all, instead of forget a few people with a mislead way. Today we talk about independence. Are we really independent? What's not independent? Now the state of self-sufficiency. Are we sufficient? We are not. Because when you say you're independent, now self-reliance, self-government, self-rule, home rule, self-determination, sovereignty, autonomy, self-support. Is that the case? If that is the case, waiting make where we need for get census, we get for go Manjalanji, we get for go big, we go yara isabilila yara suli. The ibkopo for we follow, we can count with people them. For even count with people them, we cannot do it for ourselves. Elections. We not get money for doing, then we not sabi count. We do elections, the last elections. Now a bad precedent up till this moment, 2025, we not get results. We get people them. We say we should have gone to court. Which court do we go to? Does the court work for the people? Do we have anything where they work for the people? For those going all over the place saying legacy, APC legacy, SLPP legacy, they are deluded. They're stupid. They're crazy. They're mentally deranged. Where are the legacies? When you say legacy, you should have something to show for it. Legacy is like inheritance, a footprint, a mark where you did left. When you want them, where you left after, you no go ever forget. An inheritance, waiting you go left for you picking them. Where is it? After independence, the small when you with man and left, all done deteriorate, all done well. Water supply, we not get. Electricity, we not get. Good education, no exist. Good healthcare, no dey. Roads, now that's no more. The only thing where we oversubscribed with na poverty. And poverty, I go say this today, na a trauma. Now, a trauma where they cause mental injury for people. No wonder a lot of people in the country disturbed. Who that puts this injury per with people? The very people that are meant to protect them, that are meant to govern, to superintend, for supervise, for preside, because we're a president, now you preside over the people. Have they done so? No, they haven't. Then they pan kapu kapu, then they pan osusu, then they eat for themselves. Then we sit down, they clap for them. And the read people and we go school, they misbehave. They say to themselves, we can't talk about legacy. But the problem we are getting with the money, that is state of affairs now we country. We get elections, we not get result. The opposition party is useless. Government useless. And I go say the people are useless too. Because where the government and the opposition fail, the people are supposed to pull up their socks. Because you have the rights to do what's called total recall. Call them all back and sack them. We sit down. The falla losers them. Where most of we the support. People them. We don't do badly in governance. We don't make mistakes upon mistakes. People them we don't get nothing for offer. All they have done, then a scourge. They are scourge. This is not a person or thing where they cause great trouble and suffering for people. Now is scourge. Them politicians, they are not scourge. They are a burden. We they pay them for doing what? Therefore, let them cause suffering, affliction, menace, evil, misfortune, burden, trial, nuisance, and the people. This is all they do. Then people they are reckless. That means to say they mark by lack of proper caution, careless of consequences. They're irresponsible, then careless, then thoughtless, then rash, then misguided, then negligent, then mindless, unwise, heedless, impetuous, impulsive. That's what they are. They're mago. They get injalon at their body. They're reckless. They're totally reckless. They're not care. They show proper caution in the things they do. They don't get empathy. What's in that empathy? They know they ever put themselves in other people in place for make them see how painful their actions then be towards the ordinary people. Recently, an audio come out who we are former president the talk. I felt cold on my feet. Me goosebumps them all over my body rise. Me reje, all team up on end. When I hear that man they talk for say, in a like them get salon for nothing, no one. How you know who say that? You don't suck all the bones. You don't eat all the meat. You don't suck all the bones. You don't fitty fatter. You don't belful. You don't call it with belful. Then now you get the right for telling people and say, I like them give salon for nothing, no one. You read the ingratitude, the ungratefulness, the frisually, the lack of respect. And by the audio, there is nowhere this man mentioned Sierra Leoneans. He mentioned the reality with Sierra Leoneans and they go through. None whatsoever. Are these the people we call our leaders? Are these the people we call our leaders? Look, Madabio. Look at a man will not get character. A man will not able to produce anything. And the man will come, he tell una, say, he not go able to fix the country. But una left handed. Even though he not win election, una left handed. Then people in the gladly say, they get Independence Day. Where is independence? Where is the self-government, the self-reliant government, the self-governing government, the self-rule government, the home rule government, the self-determined or sovereign country, where we're able to provide things there. We're able to manage with resources for ourselves. We're able to value add power resources. Where that government today? We've not achieved anything. We get a university, we not even offer any subject but the niche where we get mining. We'll not get people who already cut diamond. We'll not get a causeway. They do geology or what else? Mining engineering. None. All the things them where God bless we with. We'll not get courses now university where they reflect that. What does that say about us? They will say we're independent. We cannot think. We only they memorize. We learning system has not benefited us. We cannot continue for have a learning system. We not help we for think. We just memorize and regurgitate. We don't turn to ruminant intellectuals. We not goats and sheep. Then they eat, then get three belly, then just they pull, then cham back, then rod and cham, then rod and cham. They never produce nothing for themselves. And for just the cham, regurgitate. This is the kind of learning we have. Memory learning. You memorize, you pass, you don't understand nothing. You cannot think for yourself. Kwame Nkrumah one way, he said this independence, all they go so for. He said, when we get up, he said, "I'll be careful. Wait, man, very cunning." He said, then go come back in another form where go be more dangerous than colonization. He said, new colonization. The new colonization. We in our country, it even started before independence began. Because waiting happen, Sierra Leone will not be ever get independence. Now be a transfer of power from the white colonialists to the black colonialists. When are the intellectual class? So they not come for repair the damage where the colonialists then left behind. They not come for them can restructure based on the African context. The same divide and rule enterprise where the Whitman left, then they can maintain. So the Whitman and don't go, but then left other Whitman and for continue for cause mental injury by the people when a poverty. Now the people will exploit the people of Sierra Leone. They are the black colonialists, the one and one are called politicians. They are nothing but hustlers, thieves, scavengers, pestilence. Where there is nothing they have done we fit for praise or for our praise in any way or form. Everything they have done, na subwana lai wayuya. We. They don't inflict maximum pain. And the thing we sad about this all, they know they ever show remorse. They know they ever take responsibility. Oh no, they know they take responsibility. And there is something where I wonder we know. Right now, there is no mature politician in our country. None. What's in a maturity? Maturity is a manifested concept, often described as the ability to take responsibility, show empathy, and handle life challenges with grace and wisdom. I repeat, maturity is a multifaceted concept. Maturity is a multifaceted concept, often described as the ability to take responsibility, show empathy, and handle life challenges with grace and wisdom. We leave that they don't show that. After 2023 elections, the one way was passed all, the opposition don't show that. Before that, people they come out and they argue over a simple definition: electoral justice. Electoral justice now a fundamental principle we're supposed to take place in every elections. People that they talk for say it done and dusted. Electoral justice is never done and dusted. They know the writer with chalk. Elections, they know the write with chalk, na pen, na ink. They want for continue for use duster because they want for use chalk. So then would they erase, then they add number, then they erase because of the criminality. But the reality is electoral justice is constant. It never changes in a democracy. It is always evidence where democracy is and where democratic elections are held. Now, a concept where you cannot kill, the one in where they talk say it is done and dusted, it just shows the lack of intelligence, the lack of understanding, the lack of vision, the lack of understanding. Because if they don't lack, if they do have any sense, if they're reasonable in any way, because I can tell people and say, if you know the reason, you can never be reasonable. No wonder these people are not reasonable. They say it is done and dusted. Logo 2028. You need it in 2028. We get the same electoral commissioner. We get the same electoral commission. Right now, they don't employ 15 people and without consultation. Opposition not even knows if they don't do it. That is what we are talking about, electoral justice. What's in electoral justice? Now rules them. They govern the process. Rules them. They make people them trust the system, trust the process. Rules them. They make people them relax for go into an elections. Fearless. They don't feel, say, then they under duress. They're not being pressured by anybody. Then they go, they vote with their conscience, other than want, and then believe, say, it go reflect upon the result. They don't get no doubt in that because the people, the way they do the process, go to a right. Then electoral justice, that's what you vote for. Now you they get back. Creating an environment where everybody feel, see they're safe, during elections, period. Then get the rights for express themselves, then get the rights for associate and move around and vote freely. We don't have that. So why do we want to go away from that? Instead of dealing with that scourge, that menace, we show up a ugly face 2023. Somebody win election, you not get the rights for rule. Somebody else impose, but we sit down, they look at, we say, look, we just go. No, we are not going anywhere. We have to fix that. If we are independent, we should be able to do those sort of things without people shouting international community, without people shouting ECOWAS. Where there is a will, there is a way. If we are serious about issues in our country, this is the reason why we have to get off our high horse, our egocentric horse riding, come down to reality. And then we deal with them things there. We all roll with sleeves, then we deal with these things. Look at the nonsense where they go on. Maturity. We don't get in our country. What's in our maturity? Maturity is not measured by age, but by the responsibility one takes for their actions and the empathy they show towards others. We need that, they show that. We need that we are bigger, we get degree. We don't hear all the nonsense then they. Now we hear people and they talk about professors. How many professors we don't get in Africa we don't feel? We don't know the land. Baba was a professor. Look the mess we make now every coast. For pulling a power, it was like a civil war na Ivory Coast. The one way pull him, Ouattara. What's he do now? He was past Babo. He is a doctor. So not only the qualification where you get, now the way where you comport yourself, your character, your attitude, the empathy you show, the humanity, because you're not there for yourself. You are there to serve. Oh, this person get doctorate. This person a professor. My foot. Bullshit. Total nonsense. Professor. What about Alpha Conde, a professor? He go 2 times, he not enough for her. He go 3rd time, he kill people them. A professor. People they talk like we person, the professor, he gets all the ticks. Everything is correct. They are worse than people that we not go school. All the problems that we get in our country now, the one that we go school now, then cause them, we call themselves the educated class, we call themselves intellectuals. Our intellectuals are failures. Intellectuals are there to challenge the system, not to serve them. But the one and what we get, then label pass anybody. The one and intellectuals and what we get, then useless pass anybody. They are there to serve the status quo. And they are part of the status quo. They have ruined the country. They don't shred the country. So threads. While we, the people, and stand aside, they watch them. All we good at complaining. We know they take responsibility. Maturity now for take responsibility. If we are mature,